Hey guys, I just want to come on here and share something with you all. Earlier today, I had a phenomenal moment with God, and He revealed something to me that I'm sure somebody else needs to hear. And my message is this: is how many of us have been in a room and has walked out of the room that God placed us in? And we walked out of that room because we became impatient. We walked out of that room because when we initially went in that room, there were some people in there that we knew. And those people got tired of being in the room and they walked out, so we decided to walk out behind them. We walked out of that room because there was a man or woman that we met that had promised us something. And we felt that what they promised us, because God was taking too long, we was willing to take what they had to offer opposed to what God had to offer. Do you hear what I'm saying? God placed you in that room for a reason. And see, when you walk out of that room, guess what you're walking away from? You're walking away from your blessings. You can't walk out. So listen, I'm guilty of being placed in the room and walking out of that room for the very reasons I stated earlier. Because the people that I knew, the people that I liked walked out, so I walked out behind them. Because I got tired of waiting on God, I walked out. Because I got tired of being faithful, I walked out. Because I wanted to attach the man and I wanted some instant results at that time, I decided to take that route instead of being patient and waiting on God. Listen, you can't walk out of a room that God placed you in. You can't give up because it ain't coming at the time you think it's supposed to come. You can't give up because it don't look the way you think it's supposed to look. Because see, what God has in store for you, you only can receive it, baby, if you stay in that room. Do you hear what I'm saying? You only can receive that blessing if you stay in the room. So maybe you in the room right now, and maybe you was at the verge of turning around and leaving that room. I'm here today to tell you, baby, don't you leave that room. You stay right there, because what's to come to you is bigger and better than you could ever imagine. I want you to understand that maybe you've been in that room for 2 years and you tired of waiting. You tired of waiting because you're like, Lord, you placed me in here 2 years ago. Why haven't I seen it? Well, I'm here today to tell you that, baby, you may have to wait another 2 years. It may be a total of 4 years that you in that room. But what you're waiting on is going to be worth the 4 years that you waited for it. Do you hear what I'm saying? And it couldn't be created overnight. It couldn't be created in 30 seconds because God had to give you something that was going to be permanent, that was going to be major, that was going to wow you, that was going to let you see why you waited on Him and not waited on man. Listen, if you in that room right now, I don't want you to give up. Instead, I want you to dig your heels in. I want you to keep professing and keep being faithful and keep understanding and keep trusting His processes in its entirety. And listen, you may be in the room and there's 75 other people in there and you're wondering, Lord, how you going to bless all of us? But see, let me tell you something. God is a God of abundance. He's a God of plenty. So with that being said, it can be 76 of y'all in that room. That don't mean that you ain't, that don't mean that it's not enough blessings for you. There is enough blessings for you, baby. You stay in the room. You stay in the room. You stay in the room. Because what's due to come to you, you only can receive it at that place. In that very spot in the room. Don't you walk out. Don't you give up. Don't you question. Don't you hesitate. Okay, you thirsty. He's going to quench the thirst. Okay, you're hungry. He's gonna quench the hunger. Okay, you're tired. He's gonna give you the energy. Okay, you feel like you're gonna fall down. He's gonna help you to step up. Don't you give up. Don't you walk out the room. You stay in the room because what's in the room is what's going on in that room. It requires you to be there in order to receive it. Don't miss out on your blessing. Don't do like I did over and over and over again. But that moment God and I had this morning, I told him, I said, I ain't leaving this room and I don't care. I don't care how dark it get in here. I don't care how cold it get in here. I don't care who walks away. I don't care who don't believe, Lord. I'm going to stay in this room and I'm going to receive what it is that you have for me. And I want you to do the same thing. Stay in the room. Receive all your blessings in its entirety. Until next time, Inspired by Shell.